Let's get straight to it.
The following program is powered by Urban Junction Entertainment.
California is divided into 17 grape crush districts. Monterey County is District 7, family-owned. District 7 wines are 100% estate-grown and sustainably farmed. Experience the delicious flavors of District 7 Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Sauvignon Blanc. For more info, visit district7wines.com.
There's nothing like summer smooth jazz and R&B night at the View Music Bar. Join us Sunday, August 25th at 7:30 for a night filled with smooth jazz stars like Billboard charting artist Niels, award-winning songwriter and musician Michael Garvin, UK's top charting soulful artist Joe Levy, our very own SoCal's hitmaker, trumpeter CTK, and smooth jazz award-winning international charting vocalist Heidi Tan.
Spending all my nights, all my money going out of the town.
Don't miss this unforgettable evening at the View Music Bar and Lounge. Sponsored by Skin Protocol Med Spa, Fast Fix Jewelry and Watch Repairs, East Coast Artist Agency, Jazz Club Radio, Worldwide Jazz Radio, So Jazzy Radio, and 96.9 The Oasis. Tickets available on the Venmo app and Eventbrite. Sunday, August 25th for a smooth summer jazz and R&B night.
Thanks for tapping in to Undiscovered Gemz. This is MC Andrew Love holding it down for you. Back on your screen and your speakers one more time. And like I say every week, folks, I just want to thank you for tapping in as you do. I'm talking about YouTube, Instagram, and of course, right here on this radio platform you tapped into us on. I need to say thank you. It has been a wonderful experience. And this here is episode 116. That's 116 weeks of content and of dope artists that we've been putting in your faces. And so, this one artist that I have met, like I'm telling you something, folks, this lady here is the shiznit. And when I spoke to her, it was just after the pandemic. She's been doing a lot since then. And I'm so proud to meet this woman because she's, to me, A-list, baby. A-list. And her husband, A-list, baby. A-list. And, well, I got to find out what she's been up to, folks. So let's tap in, shall we? Yes, we shall. So without further ado, let me bring in from New Jersey, folks, the one and the only Ny'a.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Jersey is in the house. What is going on? Thank you so much, first of all, for having me. It's been a minute since we've actually done this, right? So I'm so thankful.
It's been a hot minute. Really?
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since the pandemic, like you said. Been doing a lot of things in between then, but it's really great to be back on the platform. You have a great platform. Keep doing what you're doing. It's great. We need that. Like, we need that.
Well, I appreciate that. I really do. And I created this platform for independent artists like yourself.
Right.
Somebody who decides, you know what? I don't need a machine to tell me what to do. I do what I want to do. And I'm digging the vibes on that because I'm all about self-expression and being who it is you are as a person.
Right.
And I love what it is you're doing because at the time we spoke, the song that you had out was Waiting.
Yes.
Produced by none other than Kenny Black.
Right. Absolutely.
And I was digging the vibes then because I had to hit you up. I remember
that.
It was great. It was a great meeting. It was a great experience because I've met two of the illest people that I've ever met on the face of the planet. And it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. You guys still are rocking. You still are rocking. You're still creating music. You're still releasing good music. He's still releasing great content on his YouTube channel with his podcast. I mean, the brother is killing it out there. And I got to talk about that because there's a lot of things you have done since Waiting. And now we have a new song called We Outside, folks.
Right.
Hey everybody, this is MC Andrew Love, and I just want to remind you every Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Block 105 Radio and SoCal Radio's Undiscovered Gemz. Make sure you tap in, streaming on Live 365 as well as the block105.com. Peace. Yeah, well, it's funny. You get an interviewer like, I think I'm going to call mom today.
Yeah, like when you do that at? Whatever time it is.
I just was checking on your mom because I miss you and I love you and you're the dopest mom to ever live.
I take all that. I take it all.
Yeah, well, you are the dopest mom. And the fact that you raise other kids too, because you raise kids at the college that you work at because you were a college basketball coach.
Yes, for years, centuries, decades. Just as long as I've been singing, I've been coaching. Yeah,
and I don't know how you do it with the attention to detail that you have for both industries. Like you have attention to detail within the sports world when it comes to writing those plays and where to put your good pieces and how to get your girls lined up. And then the fact of the matter is college is short term. So you have a turnover of athletes every 4 years.
Well, I'm at the junior college level, so it's a quicker turnover. It's 2 years. Yeah, you got to get them ready for 2 years. You got to get them acclimated and comfortable and all that other stuff in 2 years. I've been at the 4-year level when I was at Caldwell and Rutgers Newark and all that other stuff, but I came back to the 2-year because I'm a product of a junior college myself, so I kind of get what it is. So yeah, it's quicker. It's a quicker turnaround.
Wow. So that quicker turnaround means you really have to be like, yo, let's get this in like right now.
That's right.
Can't miss any practices.
No.
Not a one.
No, absolutely. But it's not, it's, you know what it is though? I enjoy both. It is time, like it does consume you. But I enjoy both equally. I enjoy mentoring to these young ladies from all different walks of life, and whatever the issues are, I'm here for it all. So I enjoy that part of it. I do enjoy working with the youth. I have a program that I run called We Believe, and I go into schools and speak to the youth and perform some of my songs. So that part is really good for me. Like that feels good. It feels just as good as writing music and singing and performing. So although it is time consuming and I be beat tired, especially during during the season, it's hard because sometimes I record in between that. So if I go from practice, I'll go right from the studio. So I work, go to practice, go to the studio, turn around and do it all over again. But if you enjoy it, it's not a task. It doesn't weigh on you as in the way it would if it was something that you didn't enjoy. So it's a little easier. I'm not saying it's easy. It's just a little easier.
Well, I can dig the vibes. I can fully relate because that's how I feel about my show and my platform.
That's your baby, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of work. I mean, I'm sitting here hours editing footage and content and stuff like that. But when I see the finished product and I see people actually enjoying what I do, it just makes it so much different.
Right. It's fulfilling. It's very fulfilling. Yeah.
Because I'm giving people what it is I know.
Right.
Dope artists. And you're one of the illest artists that I've ever heard sing. I'm pretty sure you guys could have been where you have the world at your feet.
We've been there. We've
everybody playing your music.
Yeah, been there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you could have stayed doing that if you just would have just caved in to their pressure.
It is. That right there. Absolutely not. No.
If you just would have give us what we want.
Yeah, it's
a little bit.
It's crazy. Yeah, that's what it is.
Here's some music we want you to put out.
Here's how we would like for you to dress.
Yeah, this is what we want you to do. This is the type of video that we want to give to the people.
Yeah, that's what's going on now. Absolutely. It's mind-blowing to see that people are still trying to get like label deals as opposed to like distribution deals. You get a distribution deal, you're good. This is imprint. All I need for you to do is distribute my music. I still control what I control, but people are still literally trying to get that label deal, not understanding that you will lose everything you ever had, your creativity, yourself, and all other things. And there's so many platforms now out here that you can be independent and be successful. Yes, it does cost money. Yes, you are going to have to spend your money, but at the end of the day, if you're not going to invest in you, why would you expect somebody else to?
I can dig the vibes. I really can. It takes money to make money.
Right.
And so a lot of folks want to see you put your money where your mouth is.
Right.
So if you really believe you're that talented, if you really believe in your gifted gab, MC Andrew Love, and put money on these platforms.
There you go. You got it. But you're doing it. You're doing it. You have all these dope artists come in. We're all paying attention. We all love you for it. So you're doing exactly what you say you're going to do.
And that's just the way it is, folks. That is just the way it is.
Right.
Here's the deal, folks. Ny'a, NY', has been making music for a long time. I don't even want to go into years. But I'll tell you something, folks. There is this such thing as keep getting better, that you never know everything. And Ny'a gets better with every single project. And the song that we're going to listen to is On the Daily.
Oh, yes. That's my
Yeah. And that came from Eternal, right? That was his song with you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and I remember you sending that song to me and said, "Hey, MC, got a new single coming out. Please help me promote it." Yeah. Oh, and I was pushing that song everywhere.
The car, you was on the beat, you was everywhere. You was feeling it, but it do got that kind of vibe. It definitely does.
You could be in a grocery store, folks, and listen to some On a Daily and have a pep in your step. Yeah. That experience would be so much different when you're listening to Ny'a on the Daily when you're at the grocery store.
Yeah. It's definitely it's one of my faves. It's one of my faves. Eternal, for those that don't know, that's Eternal from the original group PM Dawn. We're actually family. We were supposed to do a record years ago, years ago. Oh, you know how it happened. Oh, I'm gonna get to it. We're gonna do it, and it just never happened. I never got the pleasure, but then we linked back up in the music world. And we were like, listen, we're not gonna do this again. Prince B gone, God bless his soul. We were like, listen, we gotta get this done now, because we said we were going to do it back then and we didn't do it. So when you get a second opportunity, you have to take it immediately. And that's exactly what we did. So the first song that he actually did with me was Chilling With My Baby. That was a cool song for just like what it says, chilling with my baby. Like, I'm just chilling wherever I'm at. I want my boo. We here. Don't matter what's going on. That song actually got played. I had an interview on WBLS with Lenny Green. So that got, it was also on Unsung on TV One with PM Dawn. I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but it was really cool that they did a segment on PM Dawn, and that song Chilling With My Baby was also in there. So that song did really well. And then after that, we was like, okay, what's next? What we doing next? What we doing? He was like, let's do an album. I said, hey, people don't really rock with albums no more. Everybody want a single. They just want you to throw out singles. So in the midst of that, we were like, okay, we're going to do, he sent me this track. And I was like, yo, this is something that I've never done before, because it's got that like island vibe. And I was like, well, what you want me to do with this? He said, just listen to it for a little bit, and I'm sure you can come up with something. And then we co-wrote it. So he gave me like a little bit of landscaping of it. And I was like, okay, yeah, this gonna be different. And that's how On the Daily came about. It's such a dope vibe. As soon as it comes on, you're like, what's that? What is that? You know how back in the record executives back in the day, you get 30 seconds to play your record, right? If it don't hit you in 30 seconds, they turn it off and tell you it's trash. So as soon as that song come on, it catches your attention, and you're like, wow, I like it. And then all of a sudden you singing the chant. You getting it. It's a dope song. It is. I made it, but it's a dope song. I would listen to it if somebody else made it.
It is a dope song. I'm digging the vibes. I really am. Because I've heard this song a million times by now. I really have. But every song that you ever made that you've sent me have been gems, like polished gems. Wow. Like you've actually taken the time, took a cloth and shined this gem up. Get all the dirt off and all the hard parts off.
Yeah.
And by the time we get it as consumers, we're getting a polished gem of a song.
We do take pride between myself and my husband and Kenny and Eternal. We take pride in production being done the right way. Listen, my thing is this: you might not like, let's say, my style of music. Maybe that's not your thing, but you're never going to say like it's unprofessional. It's not mastered correctly. It's not mixed correctly. Like, we always take our time and go into the studio and get those things done correctly. So that means a lot to me, because I know a lot now. You can just do stuff on your phone and throw it out there, and I got a new single out. And listen, I'm not knocking that, but that's just not how I operate. I've been doing it too long, and people are too critical of people like me. Like, if I've been in the game for so long, it's always like they're always looking for a fault. So you can't misstep. You have to keep you have to keep your game up. You can't get comfortable. You have to keep pushing through the levels. There's levels to all of this. And I'm not even there yet. I've been to the moments where I've had that kind of deal. But like you said earlier, I wasn't going to sacrifice all of me for money. So that's when we decided we took a break, and that's it. So, but we're making good music. Like, I think we're making good music across the board, good, positive vibes, fun vibes, messages in the music, all that stuff. We're grown. I'm grown. I can't be talking about, I don't know, twerking, twisting, and all that other stuff. They be looking at me like I'm crazy.
Well, a lot of young folks, that's what it is for them, man. Like, I was at my daughter's house earlier today.
Right.
And she was listening to somebody on YouTube. I guess he was a local rapper from my area.
Okay.
And the reason why I say local rapper is because there's a million rappers out there. I mean, there's millions of them.
Yes, it's a lot.
I mean, you hear them all the time. You're in New Jersey, man. There's trillions of them in New Jersey.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure they always reach out to Nap and say, "Hey, Nap, can you check out my stuff?" Oh
God, yes, all the time. Can
you check out my stuff? Can I send you an email? I got it in MP3. I got it right here on the thumb drive. Can you put it in your thumb drive? I'm pretty sure it gets that all the time, man.
Yeah.
So this is what I tell local rappers. We have that already. Be somebody different.
What else you got? Right. What else you got?
Be original, man. Be original. What do you have to bring to the table?
What are you bringing different, right? What are you bringing different? But the thing is this, though. People are afraid to be original because they feel like that's not going to sell. So we're all cookie cutters. They're all cookie cutters of each other. There's no originality, because if you think about it, though, think about what's being played. It's almost like the system is set up to be pushed as cookie cutters. If you are original, you don't get as many clicks, likes, and all that other stuff, do you? No, you don't. You have to go on about your business and take your little, your 1,000 like, while all the people over here are getting millions of hits, because it's set up that way. It's set up in that way socially on purpose, and it's a bigger picture to it all. It's trying to dumb us down from what is really authentic in our music. So I say, if you want to be original, go for it. Like, go for it. Don't be afraid to be original. You're going to be successful. Listen, let me say something to you. Success is this. If I say I want to do a record, and I do a record and I put it out, guess what? I was successful. Period. Nobody's going to take that away from me. It's not about the numbers and how many people like it. If that's what I said I wanted to do and I completed that task, I was successful in completing that task. Period. People are always going to tell you something. They're always going to be negative. You always got to find your own way. You find your own niche. That's how I feel, and that's how I've always carried myself in this career. And yes, it's been a slow grind the second time around, because this is my second time around, because I did it differently from the past, which I had a machine behind me. Although we were still independent and we were our own label, we were distributed by a very big corporation. So it was all an attachment. It was like these hands all over me. Like, you understand? Like, so I was like, oh, this is nice. I'm getting everything I want. I'm on tour, Coors Light tour. I'm singing with Horace Brown. I'm here. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. But it just got a little bit, got a little bit too much. And I said, wait, pump the brakes. Like I'm still doing this my way. And that at that time, I was like, no, we want you to do it like this. We think you should do it like this. And we feel like it would be better if you would do it like this. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm good. So now we come around the second time and we make our music, but we do it ourselves. We got a major Virgin Music Group is distribute. That's who distributes my music, but we do our own thing. And yes, like I said, it is a slow grind, but it makes me feel good when people like you and other places play my music and they're loving it and they understand what I'm saying and they understand the message that I'm putting in all of my songs, whether it's fun, whether it's a message about life or social injustices, whatever it is, there's always going to be a message to my music. There's never going to be a song where I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. It's not going to happen.
I'm digging the vibes. Ny'a, I really am. And you're right. I understand every single syllable that comes out of your mouth because you speak English. Like, yeah. And that's all I care about. To the end of the day, they say music is a universal language, but it's to a certain point. All right. If you're speaking gibberish, like these are not even words. That's not even a word. It's a sound. Come on, man. Cut it out. You're making me feel like I'm stupid. Like God. I didn't go to school. Like I didn't learn English. Like what's going on here in America where we got music of people that don't even know what they're singing because they don't even know what the hell they're saying. And then when they go to your show, when they go to a concert, they have about 100 different guys on the mic.
Yeah, it's
at the same time, and they're not. Oh my God! I would never. I tell you, I saw Rich Homie Quan perform at Syracuse University, and him and his homies. He had a lot of homies that day. Yeah, but I mean, he did his thing. I'm sure. But when people started getting the mic, everybody started ad-libbing for him, and it was crazy. But Travis Scott though, Travis Scott got on the stage. He did it by himself, and he had this. And he was doing that rave at the time with the water stuff and throwing water at people. Yeah. But I saw him when he was just coming out, man. He just really started coming out. And I saw that show and I was like, wow, this guy. That's it, right? This guy's got it. He's got it. And now look, where he's at now. Absolutely. He's original too, right? He's original. Yeah, he's original. And he's independent. Right. He don't need nobody telling him what to do. Because he knows who he is as an artist and as a man. Right. And you, Ny'a, are the same scenario. You know who you are as a person. I don't need somebody to tell me who I am. Right. I don't need somebody to tell me what to sing about. What is in my brainstem? You don't know what's in my brainstem because you're not me. Right. So you know what? I'm going to go my own way. I'm going to leave this industry because it sucks. And I'm going to do my own thing. And when I come back, I'm going to do something differently. I'm going to go out my own route. And I'm going to release it the way I want to release it, when I want to release it, how I want to release it. And I'm going to wear anything I want to wear in my videos. I'm going to wear clothes. I'm going to be fully dressed up in my clothes. That's what I'm going to be doing. Hello. And you and your husband, you have a set of morals that you practice for a long time. Right. Why is some music execs going to take my morals and flush them down the toilet? That's not going to happen. No. You think you're going to pay us to do? Get out of here with that bull. That's funny. Yeah. For sure. And now look, because you are still doing what you're doing, you're still dropping music, and you're still working for some ill producers. Yes. And you're still making banger videos. You're still hitting the stages up. Yep. Nothing has really changed except for you're doing it on your own and you're enjoying the fruits of your own labor. Correct. That's it. That's a good way to put it. Yes. You're still successful. You still got your college. You still got your coaching. You've been doing that since you've been doing music. So that hasn't changed except for you're down to a junior college now. So but still, all in all, you're doing what you love. Right. Which is you're coaching and you're coaching us because when you make music, you're coaching us. When you're telling us, hey, this is how we're going to be doing when we go outside. We're going to chill. We're going to hang. We just have a cookout. Let's just have a good time outside. On the daily, because that's what we're talking about right now on the daily.
Attention all independent artists. If you're in need of exposure, Undiscovered Gemz is now taking submissions for radio consideration.
Yeah, we know what you want.
Send all music submissions to letschatandjam@gmail.com. That's letschatandjam@gmail.com. All submissions must be in MP3 format, and you gotta keep it radio friendly. Not all music submissions will be chosen for radio play, so bring your best. And don't worry, if we choose your song to be featured in rotation, you will definitely hear from us. Undiscovered Gemz with your host, MC Andrew Love.
Yeah, writing music is great. I'm going to tell you something, though. I use AI for purposes like looking things up. Like if somebody gives me, like, if somebody asks me something about a music and artist, I may not know it at right offhand. So I go to Google or Gemini and say, hey, can you tell me about this artist?
Yeah, that's cool.
And I use it for that. And then I use it for recipes. Can I get a recipe for eating this? Because I want to cook for my wife.
Right.
Then I ask it to give me ideas of what can I give my wife as gifts.
Okay.
So it gives me ideas. Like, it tells me, what is your wife like? What does your wife like to do? What's your wife's favorite color? These are the things that ask me to grill me so that way I can answer these questions so it can give me an informed answer as to what I should give my wife, something that she would appreciate.
Right. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool.
And that's what AI is supposed to be used for. Stuff that, to me, it should be used for that.
It should. It's fine. It's like Google. Like, and that's the case. It's a higher level of Google.
It is, because you can conversate with it.
Right. That's it.
But here's the thing with AI. AI is just starting, but it's still learning. And it's like, the more you put in this AI, the more it's going to understand the human psyche. Eventually, it's going to clone the human psyche.
It's going to be like iRobot.
Yeah. Or even worse yet, the Terminator.
Oh, gosh. You went there.
Yes, I did. Because he said, I'll be back.
And he came back a couple of times.
Yeah. Well, Ny'a, I'm so glad you brought that song with us. I'm telling you something. On the Deli was one of my favorite joints. And I'm telling you, folks, you've heard it millions of times on Undiscovered Gemz, where you're going to hear it again. So without further ado, here's the song On the Deli by Ny'a, produced by Eternal from PM Dawn right now.
My love chant out to you. I don't want much, I just want you. I wanna rock with you, baby, and be with you on the daily.
Thanks for tapping in to Undiscovered Gemz. We're sitting here with Ny'a, and she brought a second song called We Outside, produced by Kenny Black. Now, it's kind of ironic because Kenny Black produced Waiting back in the day, and that song was dope. And then I listened to We Outside. And what I love about this song, folks, it's a party, man. It is a summer vibe. It's something that you can actually tap in. You can smoke a blunt to this one, folks. You really can. And enjoy yourself. And I really like the song. And I want to know, Ny'a,
yes,
how did We Outside come about?
Well, I was in between, I guess, songs, right? I had just released Break Me, and then I think between that it was Give Us Free. So I wanted a summer, I literally wanted a summer song. So I sent Kenny a idea of what I wanted, and he sent me back the music, and I sent him back the word. Then we kind of got together. We never met. It's funny now because I think COVID did this to us, where we got used to just doing stuff kind of over the phone, like within programming and over the phone, where we used to go in studio and talk and mesh and all that. Now we're just like, okay, he sent me notes, I sent him notes, we send each other notes back and forth. All right, we kind of close to getting it right. Yeah, we kind of close. Okay, now we're going to go to the studio. So that's how this one was done. We went into the studio, I think late April, just knocked it out in a couple of hours, and it came out everything that I'm good with this. Like, sometimes you, as an artist, you leave the studio, you're like, man, maybe I should have done it this way. No, I'm completely good with the whole vibe. It came out exactly how we wanted it to come out. He had some live guitar on there, some live bass. So it still got that feel of live music, but it's still got an element of new school, what's going on now. And it really is about just being outside and just being okay with it. I mean, there are a lot of people that are still going through whatever they're going through. Like, it's a lot going on outside. Some people are literally terrified to go outside because so much craziness is happening. I feel like, once you leave everything in the hands of God, he's going to take care of you. Like, he's really got everything under control. We can't really control a whole lot that happens with us, right? So it's all right to just go outside, make sure you're doing all the good stuff. Have fun with your family, enjoy yourself. Don't work too hard so much that you can't live your life. Because sometimes we get caught up in I'm getting the bag. I got to get this grind on. I'm working. I got this, I got that. And then you miss the moments. You miss all these moments that I think we all miss, including myself. You gotta take some time to just enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself could mean spending time with your wife or your husband or your spouse, whoever that might be. Just chilling and walking down like two old people walking down in the park. What's wrong with that? Nothing. It's peaceful. It's cool. Or you go take your kids to go fly a kite somewhere. Whatever. Kids don't fly kites. Some of them don't even know what kites are. just be outside, be in the element, be okay with it. So it came across exactly how I wanted it to be. I think it's a really nice vibe. I'm looking for somebody to do a line dance to it. So if you know anybody, let me know. I think this is a perfect line dance song. You can make some steps to it. I'm not very good at making the steps, but I can do them.
I'm digging the vibes. And I do know a dancer that I have in mind that might be able to do something like that. So I will send her the song and say, hey, this artist is looking to work with somebody. Maybe she could work with you. Can you do a line dance for this song?
Okay.
And she's pretty intense, man, when she does her dancing. It's just that's her passion.
Right.
So and passion. When you got a passion, there's nothing stopping you from being the greatest at it.
Absolutely. That's what you're supposed. Everything you do should be with passion, right? I mean, because then you're going to get the best. You're going to get the best out of it. So I definitely agree with that. We're shooting a video, God willing, in 2 weeks for the song, because this one needs footage. Like this one needs a visual. Like I just want to just a bunch of people just being outside, just chilling, doing whatever.
Yeah, and cookouts. Make sure you have some cookouts going on and the grills going.
Okay.
You gotta have the barbecue, man. You gotta have the family reunions up in there, man. We outside, man.
Yeah. That see how you smiling? That's how the song make you feel. Like when you turn it on, you're like, wow, it feels so good. It just feels good.
Oh, it does. It does, folks. It really does. And you don't have to take my word for it, folks. You really don't. And you don't even have to take Ny'a's word for it. You know why? Because this song is out on all platforms.
Yes.
So you can go tap in to any platform of your choosing, and Ny'a is in the middle of it. And I'm talking Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Deezer, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Napster. The list goes on and on.
Yes.
Because wherever there's streaming going on, Ny'a is in the middle of it. So Ny'a, what I want to know is if you had some advice for the young folks that are coming up, what it is would you tell them?
Okay, so coming up and trying to get into the music industry, you correct?
That, and maybe they want to play basketball because you are a basketball coach.
So you're saying coming up and just doing something. So first of all, you have to decide what piques your passion, right? And what really fuels you, what makes you smile, what fulfills you. And you're never too young to know that, because you can know, like if you like writing poetry at a young age, that's not average for young people, right? They just to jot down poetry. That's a gift. So you find your gift, because we all have it. We absolutely, each and every one of us have a gift, no matter what people tell you. They're going to tell you, no, you don't. But yes, you have a gift. You have to go find your gift and tap all the way into that gift. And when the naysayers come at you, because they will, going to ask you, why are you doing that? Like, you wasting your time. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. You have to learn to be disciplined enough to stay the course, because there are going to be so many distractions coming at you. Distractions are going to just be binging off you like a ping pong. You have to stay the course, be disciplined enough, and just be mindful of knowing your business. Whatever that business you're going into, you have to know the actual X's and O's of it. You can't just be on the creative side. You can't be like, oh, I just want to sing and that's it. That's how artists get ripped off. You can't be like, oh, I just want to play ball and that's it. And then your contract as a ball player, if you're blessed enough, to play professional, be all jacked up, because you don't know and you're not trying to know. So you have to know your X's and O's of whatever the business that you're going to be in. And then from there, you have to take control. Make sure you have the right people around you. You have to have the right people around you, not just the yes people. The people tell you, oh, yo, you so dope, yo, this is, and daggone well it ain't dope. You know it ain't dope, but they telling you it's dope. You can't have all that around you. You have to have people that's going to pull your coattail and say, listen, maybe you should go back and do that again. I don't think that was good. Yeah, you're gonna get mad. You're gonna be like, they just hating. No, they're not hating. Those are the ones you need around you. So if you have all those things around you and you just stay the course, you'll be successful in whatever it is you choose to be successful in. It's more or less the distractions that are the cause of some of the young people and their failures in the things that they want to do. They get distracted too easy, whether it's by a girl or a guy, whatever the relationship is, or friends pulling you down because they're a little envious and they might not want to see you do well. And it's not even intently. Some things are inherently, people are just like, I want you to always be where I'm at. I want you to always be where I'm at. We're going to go do this together. But half of doing it together is on one level. It never rises. So sometimes you have to be willing to let go of old friends. Sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes you have to be willing to let go in order to move up.
Yeah, you got a way of speaking. Like, your public speaking is really impeccable.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you.
I know now what the students see when they see you talking to them. Yeah. And I seen clips. You showed me clips of you doing your teachings with the kids and how you was performing for them. Yeah. And they enjoyed every moment of it. Those kids was rocking it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It's amazing what you do out there. And I'm digging the vibes. I'm really proud of you for all your hard work and all your dedication to your craft. And you just get better and better by the day. And it's just amazing to me. From Syracuse to New Jersey, yes. I'm really digging the vibes. And I'm so glad that I've found your music, because your music is life-changing. And it could really touch people's souls. It really can. Because, I mean, what you do now is you get into the good part of people. Like, you get into the, let's have a good time. Let's just let go of all the anger. Let's disarm ourselves and just enjoy one another. And let's go outside and have a good time on the daily.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. Because I'm chilling with my baby.
Hey.
And we outside.
Yes.
On the daily.
On the daily.
Yeah, see, your stuff is life, man. Your music is life. And you could put all your songs and all your lyrics into something that happened to you. I'm talking to you people right now. Something that happened to you in your life. You can listen to Ny'a's song and say, dang, I remember when that happened to me. Or I remember when I was there for that. I remember that. I remember those moments when I had with my husband or my wife that just, I'm chilling with my baby. The way you come to music, man, is the way you approach songs. It's amazing. You are definitely one of a kind. And there's no one else like you on this planet. Like, as far as music, there is no one like you, Ny'a. You are different. And that's what I love about you, is you're authentic. That's the word I'm going to use, authentic. And I like people that are authentic, because that means you're consistently authentic. You'll always know who you are as an artist. So it's not like you don't have to change up anything. But what you do is you get better. You perfect stuff that you have great already. And it just gets greater and greater. And you are the best at what it is you do. And that's all there is to it. You are the best at what it is you do. And I am digging the vibes. And so can you, folks. You too can dig the vibes. Because Ny'a is going to tell you where you can find her. Can you tell the folks where they can find you?
You can find me on all social media platforms. Finally, I even got a TikTok, Ny'a, NY' on TikTok. Ny'a Nation on Facebook. Instagram is T._Napoleon, aka Ny'a. It's a little long, but it is what it is. And Twitter is what is it? Twitter's T Napoleon.
T Napoleon, aka Ny'a.
I have two. Well, I have to intertwine it. I have to separate it because it's my coaching and then it's my artist. So it's all in one, kind of like. But yeah, that's it. But I finally got a TikTok, so I'm happy about that. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it, but we're gonna see how that works out.
Well, hopefully the government won't get rid of TikTok no time soon.
Shut it down. I don't actually have a problem with maybe the youth, because it is a lot going on. It is the digestion of all the stuff is a lot. And if you don't stay off of it, you will be consumed. You know what I mean? So I don't really have a problem with the young people, like 9, 10, 11, 12. Then you don't, no.
I like Instagram, but I only use it for promotional purposes, because that's what it's designed for to do.
Right.
So I use it. Why they designed it for is promotion. And it's called social networking. So that's what I do. I network and I'm social. That's what I do.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. It's not for me to live on, because there's real life for that.
We outside?
Yeah, we outside for that. We go outside, and you can leave your phones in the house, or at least put it on vibrate and put it in your pocket. And then when you hear it ring, you don't even have to answer. You can just let it go to voicemail. I'll get to you later. Because there's no better time than right now to chill with my baby. Yo, I can say that all day long. I can use your titles of songs in every one of my quips.
You got it.
Yeah, and I'm doing that on the daily. Because we outside. And speaking of that, folks, that is what we're going to do. We're going to tap into that song. Shall we? Yes, we shall. So without further ado, folks, from Ny'a and the producer, Kenny Black, is the song that everybody loves, We Outside. And that's coming up right now.
We outside, come on out and see the light. Come on out and be a part of life and everything that's right. 'Cause we're back outside. Come on out, come on out, come on out, come on out, yeah.
So thankful to be on this platform. It's an amazing platform, Undiscovered Gemz. This is a great platform for all independent artists. Listen, tap in on every episode, not just mine. I'm sure you'll get something from each episode. Thanks for having me.
Hey everybody, this is MC Andrew Love, and I just want to remind you every Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Block 105 Radio and SoCal Radio's Undiscovered Gemz. Make sure you tap in, streaming on Live 365 as well as the block105.com. Peace.
You've been listening to Undiscovered Gemz with MC Andrew Love. And like the man says, if you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have a passion, then go for it. Because only you can stop you. Nothing beats a failure but a try. Peace out.